Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RemovableSanity and today I am reviewing Amazing Superhero Squad on the Series X, developed by Siberian Koala and published by Sometimes You. So what is Amazing Superhero Squad? Amazing Superhero Squad is best described as a text-based corporation squad management sim. The premise is you lead a team of superheroes in a place called Storborg City. Here you try to prevent looming disasters and beat your dishonourable rivals whilst managing their own issues and keeping the company's profits, social standings and financial projections positive. The game boasts a varied selection of heroes, a hand-drawn art style and numerous missions to send your team on and resolve. So, on to the gameplay. The gameplay starts with a short cutscene describing the creation of the corporation you work for and a recent incident that threatens all who work there. From that moment on, you are dropped in at your desk where you have to manage a superhero who is drunk and needs to be brought back in line. To do this, you need to choose one of the other superheroes on your team to help them out. Click on their profile and send them out to do the job in question. This is going to be the basis of all your interactions from now on, so getting used to this mechanic is essential. Now you can hold up to 5 superheroes at any given time, but you will start off with only 4. Each of these superheroes have unique stats and attributes that you need to carefully understand in a bid to get the very best out of each, whichever situation that comes your way. Some stats are great for public interactions, whilst others in fact can hurt your social standing depending if the missions fail or not. You'll never see all the superheroes in one go, and further playthroughs will be needed to see them, as they are often picked at random. Any time of the day you can purchase more superheroes should one be too problematic and need to be fired, or just die due to a bad mission outcome. The cost of said superhero varies a little bit due to their stats, but in my opinion are all too expensive. You see, they can be almost 20% of your total balance for one hero, and as one of the elements in which you can fail the game is no funds, this can be very costly. But you can kind of work around that. The first issue that presents itself, however, is you don't get an actual in-depth tutorial, but a bit of a broken English statement that doesn't really explain the concept or the functions you will need to know about. This in turn can leave you misunderstanding in what to do, or more importantly, what to look out for. For instance, the game ends if you are too low on funds, poor social status or company projections. To ensure that you don't, missions need to be successfully completed by putting the right hero for the right task. Each hero stats will impact the mission, and there is a bar underneath the mission slot which will give you a rough guide how the outcome will turn out. However, I will say there still seems to be a bit of an RNG involved, as some missions still failed even though I had a high chance shown on the mission screen. Speaking of missions, there is a really good varied selection of them. However, after about a couple of hours you will have seen most of them, as they are often picked at random from a set tile. The missions themselves provide a small description of the situation and are often quite humorous plots, and depending on your choice of superhero to deal with it, can lead to some fun outcomes. Be aware though, as you progress through the game, more missions will be presented than your team can handle, and you will need to choose carefully which you accept and which you leave. Once a day's worth of missions have been completed / ignored, you will get an overall statement on what was successful / failed, and what impact that has on your company's standings, profits and revenue stream. There is 4 weeks worth of missions to get through, but behind the normal day-to-day training missions coming in, there is also an ongoing plot mission in which you really do need to keep in check. Each week a plot mission will ask you to resolve something like who is the hacker, and failure of this can lead to instant game failure. However, unlike the main missions, which give you mere descriptions of what is happening, the plot missions are tucked away in your personal tablet, which you need to regularly check in a bid to understand and resolve what is happening. Another aspect to the game is a timed clock, which continuously runs down every day and determines when a new mission is dropped. There is even timed missions that, if you don't make a decision quickly, will expire and cause problems at the end of the day's statement. You can speed up time should you want to get to the next mission, however, you cannot stop it. Personally, for me, this was the biggest issue with the game, as the time management side was frustrating, as it never really gave me enough time to carefully read the mission, find the best hero and send them on my way. It got so bad that after a few failures, I just started cycling through the heroes without checking their stats and dropping in one that would give me the best perceived outcome and not what was best suited. Combine that, when I did manage to choose a hero and mission that was perfect for each other, the game would pop up another mission and then would automatically allocate the hero to the latest one. This would lead to me sending out wrong heroes and thus frustrate me even further. A good solution to this would be allowing us to stop time, giving us a breather so we can fully engage with the missions at hand. Now to the control system. Controls wise, it is clear this was ported from PC and was best suited for a mouse and keyboard in terms of speed. Getting to your heroes, buying more heroes, or even hiring a detective, which appears as a button under a mission, was slow and clunky, and due to the time management, this can make things worse. When time is of the essence, flipping through all the elements on the screen just to highlight your heroes is not great. Shortcuts would be ideal, and whilst there are some for flipping between missions, I do think they are missing others. For instance, buttons A and B do nothing and would be perfect if these could be used for instantly highlighting your heroes or opening up your personal tablet. This alone would speed things up and help reduce the frustration of the time management aspect. There also seems to be a glitch with the saving system. Sometimes it would restart from the week you just completed, others back to the beginning, which could easily get tiresome. From the sounds of this, you're probably thinking I didn't enjoy the game. Au contraire, despite its flaws, the game is actually a very fun superhero corporation sim, and when you do get time to enjoy the missions, you can really find yourself invested in what you need to do to ensure the corporation is always on top. And now to the graphics. The game's visual style is actually a nice, fun cartoon stroke comic book aesthetic, which really sells the game's world and overall story it aims to tell. Each mission has a unique and fun image to showcase the fundamentals of what it's trying to convey. The dashboard is clear and crisp, with each element perfectly drawn to show off this beautiful game world. Character design is diverse, intriguing and fun, and there is a kind of got to catch 'em all element once you've seen what they look like. Combine this with the various landscapes, missions and characters themselves beautifully drawn here, and they are logged into your tablet for later viewing. There's a large amount of great images for you to spend time going through. Time now for the sound. The game's sound is where it really shines, with a nice selection of cyberpunk synth soundtracks that unfortunately is just one track that is on repeat depending on the week you are playing. However, some of these could easily be forgiven for being in a Mass Effect game. Regardless, each week's tracks is punchy enough to enjoy, regardless of its repeating. The main screen sounds, ranging from choices which boops to mission notifications and tonal uplifts, each help make the game sound more busier than it is, and in doing so keeps the balance of music and action noise to a perfect equilibrium. And this leads me onto the rating of the game. Now, I rate games in order of avoid, on sale, great purchase and must own. My rating for Amazing Superhero Squad is a great purchase. It's a fun game despite its various hiccups with the control/time management system. For the price it asks for just to experience the story on offer, it does a good job of luring you in and keeping you engaged. Again, my only real complaints is regarding those two elements, which could easily be patched to provide a better quality of life experience. The game is currently priced on Xbox at £5.59, or approximately $7, and depending on your skill and patience would give you about 5+ hours worth of gameplay. Whilst there is also a number of hero/side missions to collect, which you can go back and find, there really isn't any other replayability once all is said and done. Yes, it has some quirks and some elements can be a little frustrating, but past that there is a good fun text-based Corporation Squad management sim here. If these are the types of games you like or would like to try, this would be ideal for a starting point, especially at its price. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I do hope you like this review, and if you do, please like, share and subscribe if you so wish. And if you would like to put some notes or even just a comment in the comment section, I do like reading them. Anyway, have a great time gaming, and I'll see you all again soon.